Well, I've known for a great many years now how fragile the position I live in. It's very fragile. Today my batteries were low because it's been cloudy. The sun just came out, so it's not now. It's been a real cloudy winter. And the weather really matters to me because all of my power comes from the sun through these solar panels up there. Just 340 watts of panels. That's nothing. People have visited me with vans that have more than that. And that powers up some batteries that, well, they're bad batteries. I didn't have anyone to trust, so I bought them. And it was on the advice that they would be good, but the brand I needed from the same company was no longer existing. That brand was, and they said, well, these will work like that. And they didn't. They don't hold a charge. They're not really made for solar, in my opinion. So anyway, it was cloudy. I fired up my generator, try and just kick a little power into it to start my day and hope the sun would come out, which it has. Up there's my inverter. Let's take a look. So I went up here. And this is my Xantrex inverter. It's worked great. I've had it for 18 years. And it was on and it was getting charged. And what I didn't understand was inside I didn't have as much power as I expected. I expected to see a higher incoming power. And so I flipped on this switch here, which is for the internet circuit, what used to be the internet circuit. It goes 200 meters that way, buried underground. And I flipped that switch on real briefly because there's a light inside that's on that circuit, and there was reasons. Thought I'd test it. Inverter immediately died, which would usually imply there's a short in that circuit. Now, I thought I turned that building off, and so it's not inside the building. It would be between here and the building. And buried cables, I guess there's a reason people put wires in the air. It's because they're actually more protected in the air. I don't like wires in the air because they look ugly. Problem is, it doesn't turn on now. And I turned off the incoming panels. That's not the issue. It must have shorted. It exactly correlated with me turning this switch right here. And now it's totally dead. Which means no more internet. Even if I run the generator through this system. Now it's possible, I have Starlink now. Possible I could hook Starlink up to the generator and to my computer, and I could get online briefly that way. And that would be cool, I guess. What the fuck is this? My batteries are making noise. Now, I was told that these batteries don't need water. Fuck. Sorry, I got leg problems. Sulfuric acid. My batteries are making noise. Why? And it used to be I had to put in my batteries, let's see, these are Duralast 27 MDC-DL. weird. Normally I get LTH batteries. I hope you don't have to put water in these, because I sure as hell haven't been doing it. Normally I put water in them like this, right? This is distilled water for batteries. I don't know if there's a smell or not. It seems like there is. I'm not going to try and... There is a little weird thing on the top. I don't think I'm going to try and open that. I'll look these up online if I can get online. God, I hate ladders so much. Truly, I hate them. They're not safe. I hate living out in the middle of the woods with no backup, no communications. I don't get cell phone signal out here. So I fall, I die. I have learned that. So what do? Fuck, I didn't write that down. Fuck, I don't have a pen. Yeah, I got paper. Well, it's on the video. Alright, so I do have some gasoline. I don't like running a generator. But it's been a cold, cloudy winter, which is abnormal here. Normally winters are all sunny. That's a big selling point on living in this climate. But it's been a weird year all around for weather. And unfortunately, I live on the edge, really. Anything that goes wrong can, well, at worst be fatal. Hi, honey. Hey, sweetie baby. Everybody get something to eat? Where's Coco? Coco! Alright, that's what I'm going to do. I've got a lot of choices. Let's look at the bright side. Always look on the bright side of life. Okay, so I could haul the generator up here. I can hook. I can't hook that in. I don't know what extension cord I've got around. I can put the generator there, move that, leave the dish where it is, and I can get online. Okay, so with gasoline, I can be online. That sucks, because I don't like burning a generator. More importantly, is my inverter dead? My charge controller, which is in here, it's a Xantrex charge controller. Let's see, that's a C35 Xantrex charge load controller. And it says I have 11.7 on my batteries. I've got 19 watts incoming, 224 watts. That's really good for 340 watts of panels. So there's no problem with the batteries being charged. It's getting power out of the batteries. And there is the question is my inverter really dead? Or is it acting dead? Well, it doesn't turn on, and it used to when I had a problem, if there was no other problem, but it can get blown. And I checked the fuse, and the fuse is fine. And one other question is, where the hell's my manual for the Xantrex inverter? And I don't know that. I know I put it in a smart place where it wouldn't get lost. Unfortunately, oh look, a little notebook. I need one of these. That's awesome. I put it in a smart place, but unfortunately, every time I put something in a smart place, I can't find it because it was too smart. I should put it in a dumb place that's obvious. It might not even be in this building. All right, well, I think let's see, I could walk up to a place online. No, walk up to a place. God, I'm tired. Haven't been sleeping. I can't sleep more than 2.5 hours a night. I have a phone card, so I could add saldo to my phone. What if I would have put that manual over here somewhere? Nah, I would have put it somewhere really smart. Oh, I would have put it in here. Yeah. But who knows where. I got stacks and stacks of notebooks because I write things in notebooks and then never look at them again. It'd be great to have somebody in my life who liked to look through notebooks and could write really fast and put every single thing I've ever thought into forms that people could use them. Decades of thought. All gonna get lost. If I die, someone will just burn them all, probably. Throw them out. Nope. Oh, here it is right here. Great, I found it. That's wonderful. All right, so what do I do if my generator is dead? Oh. Here's my manual. Okay, blah blah. I got some notes in it. Here's the cover on it. It's got a bunch of models listed. I don't even know what model I have. Maybe I listed that too. I should have just circled it on the cover. All right. Safety guidelines. Yeah, right. That's not my priority. All right. Do you have a table of contents? Okay. Organization. Troubleshooting, Chapter 4. Wonderful. And here's an index to troubleshooting. Troubleshooting the DR inverter. Problem loads. I don't have any of those. They have microwave ovens on there. I haven't owned a microwave oven in 20 years. All right, so 4.2. We'll head there. If it did die, that's okay. And I'm not dead yet, and I'm pretty fucking stubborn. I can live with no electricity at all if I have to, but any chance I have of success is going to be based on, okay, charger is inoperative. AC voltage has dropped out of tolerance. It's not that problem. Check all AC output wiring and connections. Nope, not that problem. Given the past, I would think it would be the fuse. But, and that would mean that when I switched on that other switch, that it blew the fuse, except that the fuse doesn't look blown, right? It's a little piece of metal that I've hacked in there, and it doesn't look blown at all. And I don't want to change anything. When something's wrong, don't go changing other things, because everything else was working except the thing that was wrong. And the more things you change, the more likelihood is you'll fuck something up and you won't be able to identify the original problem. Now you're chasing a problem that you've got two different possibilities or more on. Moron. All right, all this other shit is not the case. The only one is charger's inoperative, AC voltage has dropped out of tolerance. That's not it. Loose AC input connections. Well, I don't know if the fuse is on the input or not. I thought it was on the output, because people blow it if they plug in something that is inappropriate, which has happened. People come and they don't listen to rules, and they're industrial world pigs, so they plug in fucking whatever they want, and then they blow my system. It's happened more than once. It takes me 2-3 days to fix it, depending. Well, it takes me less now because I'm experienced. But then they complain because there's no power, and it's like, you made there be no power. Well, other people who didn't do it complain too. But the only choice is to block every outlet and not let anyone use any power except USB chargers. That would be good. I need more USB chargers. Okay, well, that's it. That was the answer. And that's the only table, that one page. Yeah, that's it. And inverters do die. I mean, I've had it for 18 years. And ultimately, my plan is to get a real system, a big system that actually serves more people than just me barely getting by. And also, those batteries are bullshit, okay? And I guess there was a warranty on them. I'm sure it's out by now. But they're the wrong kind of batteries. They always have been. And I had bad advice, and I get bad advice all the time. I ask online, and people tell me all this shit like, use these kind of batteries. They're the best, and they're ones I can't even get in the country. So, no. I need things I can buy here. And I need a solar power company I can trust, who doesn't just look at my face and triple the price. I get sick of that shit. Well, I guess the main thing to do is just relax. Nothing really matters. I'll get online and I'll just say I can't be online anymore. And I'll still be able to get online. Okay, so that's my goal. Set myself up to be able to get online with a generator. Is anything going to get damaged? My batteries will be okay. Not that I love them. I have had laptops blow up plugging them into generators before. And that's why I like to run the generator through the solar power system, because I have a system that's cleaning up my power, keeping it stable. And I actually have what was that noise? My battery's gonna fucking catch on fire or some bullshit? Like, whatever they're doing, batteries shouldn't make noise, especially not self-contained ones. I don't even have a fire extinguisher. All my fire extinguishers are dead. I'm sure some people watching this will think, what a dumbass. No, that's a noise somewhere else. Yeah, what a dumbass I am. Yeah, I am a dumbass for letting myself get in a position that's so weak. On the other hand, I am a science experiment, and I learned a lot about how not to live the piggish industrial world lifestyle. So that's all good. This is all part of it, I guess. Fuck. Well, all I need to get is a real solar power system, one that's stable and good. And that will solve that problem. And I'm giving up on people in general. Sick motherfuckers. All of them. Not all of them. 90%. That's gracious. To think that 10% of people aren't just selfish pigs. How can I do this? Generator. You see, yeah, all my systems are messed up. That inverter was critically important. Okay, if I set the generator up out there, I find an extension cord, because I don't want to be sitting right next to the generator. I can do it, but ugh. Yeah, okay, I can do this. I can get online, burn a little gasoline, like a good gringo should. The thing they don't realize is how creepy they are. 6 people want to come into my home, and they come with their judgments, and they want to walk around inside my home. And they're anonymous. I don't know who the fuck they are. They know who I am, because I give all kinds of information away for free. And I'm trying to promote the most important information in the world, the salvation of humanity. I want to give it away for free. That's my goal. And so they're very happy to go pay for people to lie to them. But as soon as it comes to anyone actually doing it, nah. They want to have this creepy group of 6 people come out. This is not the first group of people. And they think they're protecting their privacy. Cool, whatever. Send me a fucking private thing about who you are then. You know? Make me think that you're a person I would want to help. Because I don't want to help you. You're fucked up. You have no empathy for other people. I mean, would you have 6 random people come into your home and then judge you and tell you what you're doing wrong and what you should do different and how you need to turn your life over to them? And then over and over, would you just keep having groups into your home telling you that they want to take over your life? Fuck no. And for some fucked up reason, that is how my life is. And I don't want my life anymore. I don't want to do it. I'm going to change my name and hide out. No more fuckers like that. All right, so I'm online for the moment. There. I got my computer here, and I've got my Starlink dish. No, that's not my dish, that's my router. My dish is out here. Here's my dish. Excellent. And for power, that's the problem. I'm very used to being on solar power, which I really, really like. Normally, even without batteries, I can operate on solar power. But if my inverter is dead, then what I've got is this guy. A Honda EU 2000i generator, which is a great generator. You notice it's very quiet, and it also lasts a long time. It has an econo mode. It's a great little generator, but I don't really want to have to burn gasoline to get online. And I have enough solar panels if it's sunny out. So I do need to get a whole new solar panel system that actually is enough, and just use generators to pump water. I have a one system that it's a pump that doesn't work on 12 volt and it needs too much power. So that's replaceable with any money at all, but that is something that is in short supply if you're actually trying to do anything good in the world. I guess I'm a little jealous of all these fake environmental systems that exist in the world that yeah, it's all bullshit. But everything you support that's environmentalist, it's full of shit. And if you are a person who throws paint on paintings or blocks roads for your cause, then you are working directly against your supposed cause. You're the problem. You're my problem, because you're making people hate what I'm working for. You might as well just work for the FBI to destroy your own movement. You probably do. I mean, the FBI is known for infiltrating anything that exists, you know, that's of any that is in any way good, and they infiltrate it and they find the worst people. They probably even recruit the worst people into it, and those people don't even know they're working for the FBI. They're just assholes. So if you do have a movement of some kind that is good, make sure to kick out all the assholes. Don't let them take control over it, because they will. There's also just snake oil salesman people, you know. There's people who are selling freedom right now. They're selling the idea of freedom, and they just want to charge you a lot and give you pablum information. They don't know shit. Most of them aren't actually doing it. They just charge you for it. So watch out for them as well. Well, I can't just burn generator all the time. It's not going to work. Oh well, I'll upload these and I'll continue to not get enough donations to survive, and I had 6 more people that wanted to come here, and as soon as there was any mention that they would actually pay to come here to actually get real advice, then there was no more contact. They went to go get some bullshit advice in Morelia, and it's just all pablum bullshit. And they think they're looking for land, and they don't know what they're doing. They're either going to get fucked over or fail. Well, both of those are failures. So, yeah, but everything that, you know, should be, it's amazing to me. They'll pay for bullshit, but I'm actually doing it, and they want to make sure that people like me just starve to death. Fuck them. Fuck them to hell. And the sick thing is that I actually want to help people. You know, I want to help them raise rabbits. I want to help them do rain capture. I want to help them live in a very conservation-oriented lifestyle, using very little. I want to help them with passive solar architecture. I want to help them have good community relations, which is a very important topic they don't think enough about. Because if your neighbors don't like you, You won't survive very long. I have helped people. You know, there's people I've helped design their land and land use and permaculture principles in practice, and I would love to do it. But they're just vampires. No empathy at all. No comprehension.